Hello, 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 and welcome once again to a Prog Reborn. My name is M. Coastler. This is my progression style playthrough of Final Fantasy XIV. 1 second. Had a little burp. This is my progression style playthrough of Final Fantasy XIV. If you don't know what it means to have a progression style playthrough, you can always type in exclamation point intro into the chat to get a introductory video to the concept. If you'd like to know when I go live for these things, easiest and best way is to just subscribe to the channel, but you can also join the community Discord. Exclamation point Discord gets you that link for the Discord invite. Both of those links you can find in the video description below, along with a couple other links to other videos, actually produced videos rather than live content, down in that video description. And finally, this is not a reaction style playthrough. This is not my first time playing through the majority of this content. So if you are worried about any sort of spoilers between where my character is right now, patch 2.2, and as of today, currently patch 6.58, or if you're worried about any sort of publicly available Dawn Trail spoilers or Dawn Trail information, it's up to you to decide whether you think it's spoilers. This is your warning to scoot on out of here. I would love for you to stay, but I may or may not provide additional warning when talking about this stuff. I'll try to be a little bit better for the Dawn Trail stuff, but especially if it's something related to content that's already in the game, I may or may not give additional warning when talking about it. This is not a reaction style playthrough. This is about me re-experiencing or experiencing the content in a way as if I were playing it on patch by patch release. So yesterday was a lot of the same. We got up to recognized with both of the tribes that we have in this patch, the Sahagin and the Kobolds. We also did a lot of sightseeing logs, and we're going to be continuing to do a lot of sightseeing logs. I'm going to pull up the sightseeing log helper. Just give us a good idea of times. But again, for the foreseeable future, I can always intersperse additional stuff in between. But for the foreseeable future, we're going to be doing a lot of this reputation grinds, relic grinds, and sightseeing logs in between. One thing I do think that I will do, so let's take a look at our book. So we still need Copperbell Hard, so let me switch over to Warrior before we queue into Copperbell Hard. Switch back to Monk, because Monk's the one that we need to get levels on. If I look at Fates, North Shroud is where our last required fate is. We're now up to 6 daily quests per faction to get us to our 12 allotment. Turn that down on my computer a little bit. is Tuesday. So we could be in a situation where, or we do need to keep thinking about our weekly resets from here on out, because based off of those weekly resets, we have unlocked the challenge log. So trying to spread out that experience bump from the challenge log across our jobs is probably something to pay attention to. Over here, there we go. One more on this side. Cool deal. I think we're going to turn this one in immediately. See all 5 of the remaining quests on our quick log here. Hope everyone's having a great day. There's a fun round table with a couple of Final Fantasy 14 content creators. Grinding Gear folks, Jesse Cox, Preach Gaming, and OK Mage. That went on today. I watched quite a bit of it. I'm not fully finished. I enjoyed their speculation on the trailer. Am I not doing something correctly here? Wind from their sails. Yeah, this is just one of those where we beat people up until the leader shows up. I'm not sure how I feel about all of the ideas that they were spouting. Jump ship. Ooh, no, we don't have flight. Interesting. I was just gonna say we can just jump ship. That is not true. I'm not sure I fully agree with all of their thoughts on it, but they did have some interesting ideas about where we are going with Dawn Trail. I think some of their ideas weren't really what I would like to see. This early in the game, and I'm just going to talk about them. So again, if you're worried about any sort of spoilers, this is your opportunity to scoot on out. So one of the ideas, a lot of the ideas are around the basically spun off of the idea that the Yoshi P and the community managers and all those folks spend far too much time. To get standard procedure. This is us burning the battle standards. There's the battle standard. A lot of the ideas that they presented are basically trying to get around the initial, what's the word I'm looking for? The initial marketing for the expansion, as it's just going to be a fun summer vacation, beach episode vibes, right? And then they clearly knew what they were doing by making that comparison, because they obviously knew, because they're the ones who were making the game, that they were implanting that idea in the community's heads so that they can subvert that expectation. And all this stuff with Solution 9 is going to be the start of something far more than just a beach episode. Which is fair. That's what they've been playing at. They don't want you to think that, oh, you can kind of just skip this episode. It's not filler. But I think a lot of the folks on that roundtable were thinking that they needed to it needed to be a complete 180 from a beach episode, or from lighter fare, if we don't want to go so far as to say from a beach episode. They're not gonna trigger too high level. So one of the ideas was Solution 9 itself is a construct. Internally is a construct. Everything that's created by Solution 9, the people living in Solution 9, is artificial intelligence. They don't actually exist. Hey, we got to level 53. We're at 53 with everything, so I can keep on Monk if I want to. And that essentially to escape a calamity, or maybe even to escape the sundering, folks that were living in Tyrol at the time of the calamity or the sundering, digitized themselves in Solution 9. It's super technologically advanced. They talk about how everyone is essentially immortal. They barely mention it. that everyone is essentially immortal, and that the idea there, no, not that one. The idea there is that, are both of these transport ones? I guess so. So this one, dangerous delivery. This is the one I gotta go deep in. Yeah, essentially the idea being that if you have all that technology that they show available to you, what's to say that they don't also have the technology to digitize yourself? Ah, damn it. And you can argue that that's not that far off from some of the other themes in other Final Fantasies. I really enjoyed Final Fantasy IX when I played it, but I played it when it came out. I can't remember the thrust of the story of Final Fantasy IX that much. I do remember a lot more about Final Fantasy X, and they kind of, it's not the same. They're not literally digitizing themselves, but they're doing something similar with the faith and all that, and having them dream of the existence of Xanarkand, etc., etc. Alright, it's not inside here. I gotta go through this. So it's not like that's completely far off from a type of story that can be told in Final Fantasy. I just don't know if they're gonna go that far, especially this early, with the idea that this is the beginning of the next X years of Final Fantasy XIV's story, the next decade of Final Fantasy XIV's story, to immediately jump into there's a whole continent, or maybe not a whole continent, but different folks had different ideas about how deep that would go, but immediately going into the idea that there is this part of the world where there exists like digitization technology, and what that would really mean for society as a whole. I just think it's too early. For something like that. But it's an interesting idea. Another thing that was thrown out there. I need to get started on this. Another thing that was thrown out there was the idea of not just Solution 9 being, or not Solution 9 being like artificial intelligence, but the entire continent of Tyrol, what we see as, you know, the face of Tyrol, is the construct. Your Ukopachas, your Tuliolos, the sort of South America / North America-esque setting is the construct. And you wipe away the exterior and you get Solution 9. The entirety of the continent is Solution 9. It's just at wherever Solution 9 is, it's, there's a glitch. Very much a Matrix-like development. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. I think that idea is interesting and cool. Again, I think it's too much. And I don't think that it really lines up with the things that we know about the world. We know that the Mamulja exists. It is not as if the continent was like unknown beforehand. There's trade established with the continent. want to get hit. Boom. There we go. Biggie. Yeah, there's been established trade routes with the continent for many, many years. I don't think the idea of it being an entire construct really works out. You can argue maybe the top. Maybe we can say something like, pay attention to see if the home gang there, but looks like that's a no. It seems like people know what they're doing here, so hopefully I don't have to be the one running around quelling the beast. Or Black Mage. Barely made it. Definitely giving it to the Black Mage. Any of this good enough? I think probably. We can at least greet it. I think the simpler explanation, it really isn't even that much of a simpler explanation. It still involves interplanetary travel. Is that Solution 9 is about the has something to do with a calamity or the Sundering, but it's not full on digitization. I think it has something to do with... I think it has something to do with a calamity. I think, given all the lightning and stuff, it could be as simple as Alligans. I would hope that it's not as simple as Alligans. I would hope that it has something to do with the... since it's here. Even though we don't need to do it. I would hope that it has something to do with the 9th. The other reflections, which is essentially interdimensional travel, is really interesting to me. And given all the stuff that we've seen for patch content in Walker, dealing with interdimensional travel, traveling between the shards. They could just abandon it for a while, but I think that they're going to pick that thread back up. I don't know if they're going to pick that thread back up to the order where we're going to see 0 again. But I think that the lessons that we've learned... Come on, hurry up over here. I don't want to fight you over there. The lessons that we've learned between patches. Could lead to some very cool and interesting things. It would be super sweet if we get to Solution 9 and inside Solution 9, they have the technology and a portal to go back to the 9th. We still had one more of these. Oh, we gotta turn this in over here first. That's right, that's how this quest goes. Some scraps, and then we turn those scraps back here so they can eat. That is that. I haven't been paying as much attention as I should. 2 minutes left. Sanctum of the 12. Okay, so that is in East Shroud. Imagine it's 17.7, 18.2. 17.7. 18.2. Here, pray. Point 17 points. Where? This is 12. Here. No. Less than a minute left. 12. Right at the entrance. Yeah, like right here. Tell me we ran out of time. Looking at this damn thing. At the entrance. Right here. Oh. What did I miss? At the entrance to the chamber garden, this is 17.6, 18.2. This is right here. Ugh, that's annoying. We'll just have to keep on the lookout. Okay, I need to go check North Shroud. If air supply is up. It is. 20% already done. Hopefully there's folks in there doing it. Only 3 minutes left. Gonna be close. I think we're not going to get it. Missing out again. I'm getting stunned like this. There's Claire. I wonder what the hell is going on. Almost no chance. Nope, not enough time. Oh god, that's so annoying. So this happened yesterday as well. Show up just a little too late. Get it all in. Alright, we do need to clear out some enemies. Is there any up in North Shroud? Shroud Creek, the Dullahans. There we are. Alright, that's 3 of 3. Anything else up here? Something in East Shroud. Is Sylphid Size. Part they say Sylph Lands, not Larkskull. So it could be, I think these are like in this area, but they could be up here. I think over here they're all named like Violet something or other. Sylphied Screech. Green Toad. There's a Sylphied Sigh. Here's our last one. Hear any? No. Screech. Screech. Sylph Bonnet. Snarl. Snarl. There's a sigh. Log. Log. Okay. Take another dip back into North Shroud. If air supply respawned. I remember air supply, or I remember feeling like air supply had a quick spawn rate. That looks like a negatory. I do know that we're going to need to go to Mordona. Raging Harriers, right. These are the things that we had to kill last time. This area. Anything else in Mordona? Oro. Oh. Downs, so we're gonna go back to Dona. So while I am thinking about it, we're gonna extract here. I didn't realize you sat side saddle. Also, I didn't realize it went all the way up to Materia 4 in ARR. But it stopped at 3. Oh, these are the Beasts, right? Yeah, so they were like over here. There's a Beast. check the log. Oh, not yet. I guess it's tomorrow. Maybe it has to do with when I picked it up. Go to that. Let's head on back to North Shroud. Check the sightseeing. Ooh, we do have something in sightseeing. Do that real quick. This is in Middle Lenosha. This was the Skylift one that we weren't able to get to before. This is on the lift. The lookout. Yep. Here. Here. Jeez, you've got to be precision. Once an endless expanse of flat, rocky meadows, Middle Lenosha is now severed twain by a sheer cliff known as the Descent. To maintain overland trade routes from the easterly outposts of Aleport and Bronze Lake, Amundsen engineers created the Skylift, a tower of wooden scaffolding outfitted with pulleys, winches, and lighter-than-air balloons. There's another one, the Leatherworkers Guild. I don't have enough time to reach it. It's got less than a minute left. Head back to North Shroud. Check to see if air supply was up. Sure that I didn't miss this as well. Not up. Okay. Alright, over here. Ugamoro. Yeah, we can go to Ugamoro. Outer Lenosha. Somebody working on Ixal, probably. Look like they're in some crafting gear. I don't remember where these Ugamoro golems are. They must be back here, because I don't remember them. They might be over here as well, in this making the rounds. Fate. Eek. Oh. Oh, there's one. Two, actually. I know Western Lenosha for these. Shoaltooth Sahagin and the Shelf Scale Reavers. So I'm pretty sure. Well, they said that the Shelf Scale were in Halfstone. Am I correct? These are in Sapsa. My read on the Reavers is that they're all over this area. Or if they also consider this area Halfstone. Yeah. One of the very annoying things that they did back in A Realm Reborn is if enemies are in the area of a fate and they are close in level to that fate or in some way associated with that fate, then they become a part of that fate, even though really it is just these right hands that are actually a part of the fate. You see, I killed that Shelf Scale Reaver, and it made no difference on the fate completion. Shoaltooth Sahagin, there's one. Partly why I get very annoyed at air supply, because there's a ton of enemies in the air supply, in the area where the air supply fate is. But it's hard to distinguish which ones actually contribute to your completion and which ones are just enemies that are hanging out. So let's go take a look, see, back in North Shroud. There yet. See at the sightseeing log, nothing there. There was something else in Kurthus. We're pretty close to Kurthus right here, so I can just lie there. I don't remember if I can get to Natalan from this side. This little double line here is representative of the wall. So it seems as if I can reach there, but it might be something where it's too high. It doesn't seem like it. I think we should be good. Old wing. Right. Last bit is Zaharak. We need tempered gladiators and Zaharak archers. Gladiators are over in this area. Tempered, I should say, are over in this area. Put an order. This is the gladiator. Then archers, there's Zaharak archers, so they're going to be in this area. List. Sure. Cool. All of those. Take another dip back to North Shroud, see if that spawned. Take a look at the sightseeing log. That's a negatory. Air supply there. So let's take a look at our fates. Sorry, not fates, leaves. Northern Thanlan, Kurthis, St. Koinak. St. Koinak. St. Koinak is Grand Company. The museum is closed. Which one is it? Not there. That's right. There we are. Museum is closed. Here. it's gonna take me back to, oh no, it takes me back here. Cool. Alrighty. Next is Kurthus Central. Camp Blue Fog. We're going to, once again, take a look to see if air supply is up. Now to Kurthus. This one here. At White Brim. Grand Company leave. Yellow is the new black. My assumption is that is Twin Adder. And there's the giant Seps fate that we needed to do for Skyfire 1. Oh, no. Huh. Right, who does it actually come off of? Look. Skyfire 2. It is a Twin Adder. This is the right person. Have to clear some others to get it to pop, I guess. One for now. Perfect. Last one. Here we are. I'm just looking for another snow, or I'm looking for the snow puppy. That one here. And that's literally all I have to do. Everything extra is just extra. Just gonna hang out. If there's anything new on the sightseeing log, nope. Though it could be something new in 30 minutes. Eorzean time. My assumption. I can't end it early or anything like that. I literally just have to wait. Beat up this ice sprite to get a shards, maybe crystals, shards. Very compelling content, these leave quests. Alrighty. Back to the North Shroud to see if air supply spawned. It did. There are 6 minutes remaining. Can't get it done in 6 minutes. I don't know what else to say. My assumption here is that everyone who is level 44 is part of the quest or the fate. The ones that are higher level are not. And we're done, finally. Ready? Checking the sightseeing log. Nope, no new sightseeing. So, all we have left is a leave in northern Thanalan. Camp Blue Fog. I think we already unlocked Camp Blue Fog. Blue Fog leaves. Yes, we did. It is called Don't Forget to Cry. Perfect. Got to kill some things, get some things. Nowhere nearby, so I'm not going to say no on that one. Excuse me. And we're done with Book 2 of Skyfire. Cool deal, cool deal. head on back to Mordona and pick up our next one. Still got a good 30 minutes, so might even be able to get in a dungeon run for our next book. How are we doing on homestones? We're still doing pretty well. Dungeons, Sunken Temple, Hawke Manor, and Halatali. So Halatali is the one that we need to unlock. Where do we unlock Halatali? Holly hard. Time for fun. In Mordona, Hugo Bear. Right here. Hugo Bear has heard word of great deeds being done at Halatali and would share with you the tales of triumph. Ah, adventurer. An adventurer who can hold his own in battle. It just so happens I've gotten word of a new challenge for one of your talents. Requires a bit of travel and a dash of heroics, but it'll be worth your while. Eastern Fenland's lovely this time of year. You've heard of the training grounds at Halatali, I'll wager. Place fell into disuse after the calamity, but some adventurer or another put it to rights. Its owners aim to train gladiators and adventurers once more, just as in the old days. A little paint, a little mass burial, now the place is ready to take on challenges. If you're at all keen on the notion, go and talk with my friend Arl down there. We'll get you into the door. Let's go and talk to Arl. Welcome to Halatali, where heroes are made. I am Arl, and a friend of Hugo Bear is a warmly regarded acquaintance of mine. Didn't mention he used to tread the sands, did he? Been trying to get that smooth-talking son of a Hydra to take up the gladiator trade again, but gets easily distracted, Hugo Bear does. Now, I'll wager he didn't put two and two together when he heard your name. You're the lad Fafajoni over there was talking about, aren't you? Huh, I knew it. The liberator of Halatali himself. Thanks to you, we made it nice and deadly in there again. Got to restore the Colosseum games to what they were. No lap of luxury, I'll warn you. Place could use some more freshening up. And there are some lurking crawlies that need a good killing, but the brass blades are on that detail. What do you say? Care to experience the new and improved training grounds? We'd be honored to have the liberator of Halatali return as a challenger. Oh. Halatali hard, now accessible. So the ones that we need: Sunken Temple, Hawke Manor, Halatali. Sunken Temple, Hawke Manor, Halatali. While we are waiting on that, let's go check out some fates. Another notch in the torch. Everything's better. Return to sender. Southern Fanland's closest. Take a dip over there. We probably could have just flown there. If we're being honest. Firestarter, Fallen Corpses. Let's see, do any of these have a... What's the name of the book? Nether Fire. Nether Fire 1. None of those are part of any sort of chain. The boss one. Okay. The other one we check out is at East Shroud. Oh, let's see. Is there anything in here that we can... Any enemies over here that we can kill? Yeah, there we are. Fortune tellers in Zaharak. I'm going to keep the sightseeing log open. Case. Oh, there's Return to Cinder. Boom, 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 boom. Cool. Gotta go find these fortune tellers. Ooh, hold on. Got two new things to look at. We've got one in Ul'dah, the Houston Strip, Royal Promenade. When was it? It was 14. Okay. It's a salute. Oh, interesting. In the event log, it tells me if I'm on top of it. In times when the Sultan had sole rule over the city-state, the promenade would serve as an ersatz waiting chamber for those petitioners who sought audience with his resplendence in the fragrant chamber. Now, with the power in the hands of the syndicate, the round is empty, save for the occasional tryst betwixt young nobles. There's one more at 20. High Bridge in Eastern Fanland. flying out there. En route from Ul'dah to Gridania, I sought lodgings at Highbridge. Setting out at first light, I looked out upon the wise men of old. At least they looked wiser than me, and asked for guidance in my travels. Such were the merchant's words, and I would see what he saw. Where is this? This is down here. Gotcha. Down here. Arrived at the Vista. Pray. After the calamity rent eastern Fanlands asunder, one of the first projects commissioned by the Syndicate was the construction of a bridge to span the newly formed chasm and restore the trade route with lands Transpotine. The city, which has sprung up along its edges, is populated almost solely by scholars investigating the nearby ruins of the Invisible City. These things. Cool. And that was done as well. So we'll mark that off. Let's check fates. East Shroud. We missed the enemy that we were going to get in southern Fanland, but it's not that big of a deal. Oh. Got Halatali hard. Speaking of all that, I need to mark off some of this stuff. There's Halatali we need to mark off. That's the only one that we can actually mark off. Cool. Cool. This gear is likely upgrades for some of the things that I have, especially on other jobs. Gird your loins. This is the fella that we got to blind ourselves for. Ba-da-ba-bum-bum-bum-bum-ba-bum. The old secondary use of home gang, holding somebody in place. Final test to pit you against the finest gladiators ever to grace the blood sand. Jeez, that's really fast. I really enjoy this dungeon. I think it would be cooler if this was a little more Tournament of Champions style. There was a little more going on with this fight, but I still think the dungeon's pretty fun. A glorious contest. I was hard pressed to restrain myself from joining the fray. Cool. Don't got a ton of time left. Let's just look real quick. There's a new sightseeing log, but I don't have enough time to reach it. Then let's check the fate. Everything's better. Oh, yeah, there it is. Can we clear this? No, I don't think so. So I think we'll use the remaining time we have left on stream, like we did last stream. Take out another map. Not nearly as miserable as last stream. Got that pasty skin pretty quickly. It's right here in East Shroud. Right over here. Matter of fact, Cool. Nothing else. Only path got me a little bit. Astro Rocks, whatever. Veterinarian Mistletoe. Yeah, not actually that interesting. So yeah, not a great haul from that treasure map, but whatever. Make our way back to the free company and call it a stream. Thank you so much for watching. If you wouldn't mind leaving a like on the way out, I'd be greatly appreciative. If you'd like to know the next time that I go live for this, you can always join the community Discord, !Discord, or just subscribe to the channel, which is probably the best way to get those go live notifications. And yeah, we did a decent amount, continued our grind, continued quite a few grinds. Double check real quick. Maybe before we leave, Leatherworkers Guild has something available for us. I'll keep talking about my, keep talking through my thoughts. Mostly continued a bunch of grinds that we have already started. This is at 12.8. 12.8. 7.8. 12.8. Other Workers Guild. This is number 9. It's inside the guild, and I gotta get up on top of cabinet. Arrived at the Vista. Crafters for the realm famous Atelier Fin Il, the Leatherworkers Guild, boasts the finest tars and tanners in all Eosia. In recent years, the workshop has come to be known for its Geva patterns, which outline methods of working and cutting hides, pelts, skins, and furs in a way that honors the elementals within by minimizing waste. So anyways, as I was saying, just continued with most of our grinds. We are at 11 of 20 for the Leatherworkers, though that's just the first 20. Once we do the first 20, it will unlock the remaining, like, 60, if I remember correctly. Back to the free company, as well as completed Book of Skyfire 2, started up Book of Netherfire 1, completed Holotolly Hard, and just did a bunch more reputation grinds. So yeah, foreseeable future, going to continue doing that. Basically up until Dawn Trail launches. Then going to pivot over to doing Dawn Trail for my main. Haven't thought yet exactly how much I'm going to be streaming for that. Probably longer streams than these 2-hour ones. Especially because it's going to be over the weekend, and I'll have plenty of time to devote to it, plus the motivation to just sit there and grind. So hope you're looking forward to Dawn Trail as much as I am. That's going to do it for me. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you next time I